What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Dammit Rad podcast. It's me, your boy, Rad. As you see, there's no bear. And when the bear's out, the Rad will play. I'm here with Sebastien and Crash.
Yo.
And we got a pretty solid lineup for y'all today. We're going to be going over things such as religion, views, points of views, cults, and the Antichrist, who I'm pretty sure is Wile E. Coyote. If you think about it.
No.
What? No. See, Wile E. Coyote is Hitler.
So the
Antichrist
is Hitler?
Obviously.
Well,
So,
yeah, but
he's
where does Wile E.
already
Coyote come in?
Okay. Follow my logic.
There is none.
There is.
I'm trying, bud.
Wile E. Coyote wanted to persecute roadrunners.
Oh, so there's Catholics.
We don't know how many roadrunners he killed because you don't see it on the show. However, he's known for failed attempts at murdering roadrunners. But he's not known for his art. How great was he at painting those cave paintings? Hitler was an artist.
Mediocre
Killed Jewish
artist.
people.
A mediocre artist.
Multiple things hit his cave paintings. His road
Mostly
paintings.
him.
That's how good of an artist he was.
He even fooled himself.
So Wile E. Coyote is a mirror image of Adolf Hitler, who is the Antichrist. Therefore, Wile E. Coyote, Antichrist. Science, bitches. Boom. Knowledge drop.
That is not a knowledge drop. Well, first, I'm not drunk enough to have this argument, but I'll try. The first flaw is that you're saying Wile E. Coyote's persecuting all the roadrunners.
Yes.
Which he's not persecuting, he's trying to eat them. Because he's a coyote.
Are you saying Hitler could have never ate a Jewish person?
Yes.
You don't know that. Hitler could have totally been a cannibal. He was in the occult.
Alright. So, I mean,
Ovens.
Crematoriums.
to kill them.
Hey, at one point in time, whenever you're getting
Are you
cremated, you
gonna
are perfectly cooked.
Are you going to eat a live person?
People eat live crap all the time.
Like what?
I mean, we are from
Fucking
Louisiana.
squid?
You don't eat a live squid.
Sure I do.
You gotta kill it first.
No, dude, they swallow them whole and they fight the whole way down.
That
They
sounds,
do that, but that's in Asia.
That sounds awful.
That does sound awful. I like my food dead.
I mean,
DED.
D-E-D.
a lot of things sound awful. Like freaking crawfish, we eat it all the time down here, but you go to freaking other people, they're like, a crawfish is the cousin of a cockroach. So
We don't eat them
insects.
alive.
Facts.
So,
We gotta boil them in like a whole bunch of shit to make it like not taste like.
they're
Shit,
alive
garbage.
freaking minutes before we eat them.
We also eat frog legs.
Frog
Yeah.
legs are delicious.
How many people are like, you know what sounds good? Frog.
A lot
French people.
of crap is weird if you think about it, because most things we eat are just things we catch. And if you're slow enough or stupid enough for me to catch you, you're probably not the best thing around.
Yeah, I'd still try just about anything.
Yeah,
Have you ever eaten a skunk?
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
If you just skin it right, I'm sure.
I mean-
but I've eaten a raccoon and like a possum.
The bad part is just the fucking gland. You take off the gland around the anus, the rest of it, it's just a raccoon.
So, I wonder if you have to take the gland off, kind of like you have to take the poison gland out of a pufferfish.
That's what we were just. Yeah, I think you have to take that gland off.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm sure it helps.
It helps a shitload.
Yeah, and it also depends on how you cook it. I'm pretty sure, like, if you're just gonna, like, stew it, and, like, say you catch it, you kill it, then you just, skin it, and you just throw it in a pot.
But doesn't it release that's whatever the
But
hell
it's
it is?
stressed. But once you kill it, and then, I guess, you hose it off.
Have you ever been sprayed by a skunk? You don't just hose that shit off.
Yeah, well, you base it. That's why you cook it in tomato paste.
Look, bro, we're eating a skunk. I'm pretty sure you're not worried about how it smells.
No, like,
you
you
just
got-
want protein.
Okay, so now are we talking about eating during an apocalypse, or are we just eating shit off the side of the road?
You're the one asking if we've eaten a skunk.
I was genuinely clear. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Genuinely curious.
Thank you.
Words are hard
Very.
sometimes.
Especially today for some reason.
English is difficult. Difficult.
Deflect.
You know what word's in difficult?
I was trying to say that incorrectly and I failed.
Cult. Cult is in the word difficult.
What is the difference between like a cult and a religion? Tax exemption?
No, because I'm pretty sure even cults get tax exemption because it's religion.
The end game of the person in charge.
Okay, so if they have a long end game that spans over century.
No. What I'm saying is, a cult, the person in charge is trying to get more power for himself. With a religion, the person in charge believes that they're trying to lead others to salvation. So it's the motive.
But they're all trying to lead others into salvation.
No, they are not.
I mean, so again, I've told y'all this already, but I was playing Far Cry, and this guy legitimately believed. I mean, I'm comparing a video game to real life cults, but this guy legitimately believed that he was guiding his children to salvation via indoctrination, drugging, and all this other like mind control bullcrap. But these people are sociopaths and psychopaths and all kinds of different paths that they genuinely believe. Telepaths. They're reading our minds right now. They genuinely believe that they are leading people to salvation.
Now, do they, or are they just saying that to get followers?
It's impossible to tell because they are sociopaths. They are so good at hiding their emotions.
That's only the smart sociopaths. The bad ones are just assholes.
Okay, but you got to be pretty smart to fool a couple hundred or a couple thousand people.
You'd be surprised.
A person is smart. People are stupid. If you give me enough time, I would love to be a cult leader.
No, it's
I can see it.
with a big enough crowd. The intelligence of the group is inverse to the number of people comprising the group.
The loudest person.
The loudest person is usually the leader.
And usually the dumbest.
Well,
Ouch.
it's not usually the leader. It's usually the person right underneath the leader.
That's the smart one.
And the loud one. Because you remember that ranch in, I want to say Oregon, that had the yoga guru, and then he had his little lieutenant. She was a little short Indian chick.
Oh, the ones that came. Yeah. I remember that cult. And well, she was groomed from an early age to handle all the finances and paperwork.
Exactly, and she became basically the face for this guru, and she was the loudest woman there fighting for everything, and the guru was just big chill.
Oh yeah, these were the ones that were trying to take over the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
kept carting people in so they could gain the elections.
They wanted to win the election, so they just got a bunch of homeless people in there.
And they literally
Why have I
busted
never
them
heard
in.
about this?
There was that on Netflix? Or?
It's on a few things.
I think
But-
it's on-
I really got to start watching TV apparently.
Dude, I watch documentaries like a mofo. But they shipped in all these homeless people, and they're like, this is a great idea, we're gonna run this bitch. And the homeless people like couldn't vote because they're like not actually residents there.
They hadn't been there long enough to register to vote.
So they found a loophole, and then they're just stuck with all these homeless motherfuckers. And guess what? Guess what homeless motherfuckers like?
Drugs.
Drugs.
I mean, to be fair, we like drugs.
They were drugging.
Am I homeless?
No.
Exactly.
Do you know?
Never been to your house, maybe.
And I love drugs.
Do you?
Am I homeless?
This isn't my home.
Do y'all know?
This isn't even his home.
I don't know.
Squatters' rights, bro.
We could just broke it in here. I mean, nobody stops. There's homes all over the place.
Anyway, back to the.
But
Get off mine again.
they got charged because they were drugging the homeless people to keep them calm.
Well, yeah, you don't want people mad at you going through like the DTs and shit.
Well, that's how cults keep all of their people pretty much in line. Is they just drug the hell out of them.
Sometimes there's beatings.
There's those.
Like
I
the
mean,
Children of God, we were just watching.
Yes. I mean, violence tends to keep people in line.
Yeah, violence definitely works 60%
Drugs.
of the time, every time.
This is fairly effective.
drugs, violence, brainwashing from a young age as it is.
Using drugs and violence.
Women.
Using women?
Yes.
I mean, yes, using women.
Yeah, women, or as recruiters,
Oh, yeah.
work so much better than like. So who are you gonna listen to more? Me or like one of our wives be like, "Hey, I got this thing. You need to come join. It's really cool."
I mean, I don't really have a choice when it comes to my wife.
It's a seminar. But like if you were a single man, and then you have a dude versus a decent looking woman.
Yeah, you're right. I'd probably go with the woman in the hopes of...
Dumb guy's gonna be like, she likes me.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's go.
I might get some.
What happened? I'm in a cult now.
Well, she said if I signed this paper, I could fuck her. So,
But apparently so did everybody else.
I guess
Hey.
I'm a member.
Everybody else gets to. It's a cult.
Yeah.
Free love, man.
Not
Well,
necessarily.
no.
Sometimes the cults, the women are
Free
only
love
allowed...
until you're in the cult, and then all that shuts down quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah, but you have like those 2 to 3 processing years that are great.
2 to 3 years is a lot of time to indoctrinate into a cult.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
thinking
long
2 or 3
time.
months.
I'm
maybe.
thinking less than that.
I've never
Weeks.
been in a cult, so I'm just spitballing here.
I mean,
But like 2 to 3 months.
How long did it get
great.
you to... How long did it get you in the military? It took like a week.
Yeah, it didn't take that long.
Exactly. That's about how long I think a cult would take.
yeah, cults are probably more efficient than the military because they have a lot smaller budget. Like, honestly, we should have cult leaders recruit for the military.
We do. The
recruiting's
military is
down.
cult.
Like, recruit's been out for like, what, the past decade and a half? They've been moaning about the numbers.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So we get some of these dudes in jail.
Some of these cult leaders, and
Yeah,
we're like,
you know,
hey,
it's like, hey.
you're a recruiter now.
It's like, hey, you want to get out of here and start meeting some vulnerable, young, virile people in dangerous situations? You got a lot of experience with that, right? We'll pay you for it.
I just want to see the cult leaders like bust through the high school gymnasium in a Kool-Aid suit. Oh yeah! Come drink some, bitches!
No, dude, they're rolling into the high school gym in their prison orange
With a Camaro.
anklets on, Camaro title papers, and an AR-15. Like, you want these two, or you want this?
Sometimes these two leads to this.
And sometimes this leads to these.
Absolutely.
And all those teenagers are going to be confused as fuck, but some of them are going to be 100% for it.
Why don't the military recruit strippers? The privates are going to marry them anyway, so just have strippers as recruiters.
I don't think they can afford them.
That's a lot of recruiters sleeping with recruits, and we already have a big issue with that as it is.
I'm not saying sleep with them. They're strippers, not hookers. So, like, I'm not saying, like, swear them in and that's their job is to recruit them, but their job's to, like, stand there in a little army uniform, like, come on in, and then, dum-dum go, I'm in the army.
That is a good recruiting tactic.
If I saw that, I would join a cult.
I mean,
I want to say I wouldn't. Like,
okay.
you'd have to seal the deal for me to sign the paper.
But they're not there to seal the deal, they're there to get you in the door. That would get me in the door.
Yeah, it can give me a door, but I'll walk out of the door once I'm saying, hey, I've been here for like 2.5 minutes. This deal is not getting sealed. So
It would have been, but they keep leading you on, like, it's going to eventually get sealed if you,
You
do
just
this,
gotta
this,
do
this,
and
and
then
this, and you just keep doing the things to seal the deal, and then eventually, next thing you know, you got a brand on your arm, and you're like, all hell OTEF.
I don't have the patience for that. Like, I'll be honest, you got week and a half.
See, it's not the patience, I don't have the attention span. And the
That's why they give you drugs.
Yeah. But, like,
And all she's got to do is, undo a button and then redo the button. She's got your attention again.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, see?
Well, I mean, drugs are...
I got the memory of a gnat, too, so.
Yeah, but I can find my own drugs.
Yeah, but you don't... If they're giving you drugs,
But
and
they
you have, like... You want it done within a week. So, say they give you some kind of drug, and now you've been there for a month, but you think it's only been for, like, a week.
I thought it was 2 years.
Well, first off, I'm not doing drugs from randos.
Who said that you knew you were doing drugs? They don't just give you the drugs like, hey, man, take this. Most of the time, they will drug you.
Yeah, they're gonna offer me shit, but I was raised by loving and knowledgeable parents. Like, hey, if somebody's handing you shit, don't eat that. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that. Like, why shouldn't I eat that, mom and dad? Because people will drug you and they will rape you.
Okay, but if you go, say it was set up like a recruiting office. They have like a little mini fridge with some water bottles. Hand you a water bottle, you wouldn't drink it, even if it was sealed.
Nah, bro. I'll go to that gas station right there. Give me a Coke. I'll be right back. By the way, when is this deal getting sealed?
I drink it.
I drink it. Especially here in the South. It's
God, y'all are so trusting.
No, I'm
thirsty.
military.
See,
They're like, here, you want these shots? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
See,
That's like
there's nothing bad free in life. That's the military.
Free is awesome. I don't have to pay for this water? They're like, no. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Right. Next thing I know,
there's a hose right outside.
it's tampered as well.
It's also free. I mean, it's...
Nope, free water. They have it.
It's bottled too, so it's fancy.
And she has boobies. I'm going to seal the deal with this water bottle.
Okay,
Look,
you just because you got a phone, you got a phone, you can look at porn all you want all day long, right?
He does.
And 18 minutes later, I'm
s-
walking the fuck out of that office's bathroom and going home.
People still go to strip clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Barrett.
Hey, he's not here to defend himself.
Like, you can go to strip, but also it's like, hey, if I feel like this situation's getting sketchy and I've been horny for too long, hey, I'm gonna go in the bathroom. When I walk out, either this is gonna be way less sketchy or I'm leaving.
This is going to be way less sketchy or I'm going to be way less horny.
Yeah.
One way or another.
The blood flows back in my brain so I can think again, and this is starting to sound weird, bro. You want me to do what?
Boner blood back to brain blood. Bullshit.
Crash thinky, no light guns.
What is going on?
No agua.
Boobies still in shirt. Angry.
Leaving.
Liar. Crash walks out. There are phonies in there.
These guys are big fat phonies. The tits stay in the shirt. Don't let them lie to you.
You just see him picketing. Tits in shirt.
Also, they have cheap lotion in the bathroom.
That was soap.
That explains the burning.
Now I'm clean.
There's a dollar store right around the corner. They can get lotion.
Crash walks out. They're like, dude, you just made it to the 6th step.
What?
You cleansed your private areas. Now you're one of us.
Oh, they are not cleansed.
I feel dirty.
I've shamed my ancestors.
What happened? Catholic guilt.
So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to delete my browser history and go home and pray.
Mount.
Oh god. Y'all ever get that?
What, Catholic guilt?
The guilt?
Yeah, not Catholic necessarily. Like, you finish watching it and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Oh,
Every time.
You start off with like semi-normal and you're like...
No, see, it's... The longer you've been doing it, the harder it is. Because when you first start, it's like regular stuff. Like, you can jack off to freaking Sports Illustrated the swimsuit model. And that works for, I don't know, the first 2, 3, 4...
Sears catalog.
But then,
oh my god.
Then it's like, oh, the pictures aren't doing it. Now I need videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, now the regular stuff is doing it. Now I need to wander. And then
you find yourself in some really dark waters.
Yeah, and then it's like at that point you need to wander just to get your motor revved and
But like for real though, it's like become a serious addiction with people though. Like,
some people credit that to like sexual assault and stuff.
Like you can't.
Oh no, that's just an excuse.
I'm just saying.
Like you can't get off unless it's just some ridiculously fucked up way.
No
like,
bullshit. I can still do whatever.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the general you.
Like just the dudes.
I'm just clarifying that I'm not one of those creeps that have to watch something completely fucked up.
Can you put jalapenos between my toes and jerk off a pickle? That's the shit you watch?
No. Who watches that?
No one. I wouldn't know.
Can you wear a penguin costume and bark at me in German?
Nine. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Pretend you don't want to do it.
I don't want to. Okay, this.
I really don't. Shut up, Mike the Tiger.
Yeah. Now.
No, this is good. This is good.
Now count to 14.
But back.
What? 14? Don't ask questions.
If you go 1 over 13, 14. Oh!
Here's $60. Do this math test.
What the fuck? Yeah, I just want to sit here and watch you do math. Is that weird?
I don't know.
This took a real weird turn.
I don't know calculus. I don't either. Now do the test.
I mean, there's things for everybody, I guess.
There it is.
Never heard of a math fetish, but I'm
Me neither.
right.
Hypothetical, you know.
Me neither, but, Dammit Rad Crash at gmail.com might have.
If anybody wants to look into this stuff with me, I mean,
Curiosity.
yeah.
Research purposes.
We'll
For
see
science.
We'll see where this rabbit hole leads us.
But I mean, like, even certain religions have, like, those super fucked up weird rules, especially when it comes to sex. Like, Mormons have to wear the special underwear or something?
They have like special underwear.
You dated a Mormon, didn't you?
I did date. I've dated 2. One time I didn't know, and then I broke up with her because of a Mormon, or because she was a Mormon, and that's how stupid my religion was.
Well, that's shallow.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
discrimination.
Hey, this
If
is
you
coming
were
from a
business,
fort.
She could have sued you.
Was it the underwear?
It was fort now. It was just the fact that, like, I'll get into that story later. But the second one was indeed very interesting because they have a lot of rules. And a lot of the rules just don't make sense.
Because the whole religion is like 90 years old.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
Like
just
one of these rules was they couldn't drink caffeine, but like I saw all these Mormons drinking coffee all the time, but they're like, oh no, it's coffee, it doesn't count. I'm like, it's caffeine.
It's decaf.
Yeah, but that's like, all the Catholics like, hey, you can only have sex for procreation. And they're pulling out.
You can only eat meat.
Yeah,
You
but
can't eat meat on Fridays unless it's like, fish or...
Technically, Christians, I think it was, what was it, Leviticus is the book of laws? You can't have meat and dairy in the same meal. So like a burger and a milkshake, oh, you're going straight to hell.
Just a
cheeseburger, damn it!
Straight to hell.
Straight to hell. Nope. Straight to hell.
You're down there jacking off Satan for eternity. And he never finished, so I hope you got some great biceps.
I do not.
Does he like math?
If you want to find out,
Can he do calculus?
how sexy are calculus teachers?
I feel like teachers are getting way hotter.
No.
Me getting older.
They're not getting hotter. It's just coming to light they're sleeping with more students.
No, because I remember my freaking teachers in like grade school, and not a lot of them were good looking.
They were like grandparents.
Yeah, they were like old people or dudes.
I had a couple lookers.
I mean, I had a couple of them, but now I feel like there's not a single like just old.
It's
old
like, remember
person.
back when we were in school, it was like every school would have like the one hot teacher.
Now it's like
Now it's like every grade in every school has like a couple.
It's like every school has like that one old teacher now.
Yeah, it's like where all the friggin', I mean, not to be judgmental, but where'd all the hags go?
They had to retire.
Well, they're still.
They could have retired a decade or two earlier.
They went back to their coven.
It's like
We're gonna have to have a witch on this show.
I had to actually learn.
I know.
in school.
I actually know a witch. I'm married to one.
I do too.
I had to learn in school. That's just not fair.
Yeah, these freaking kids are.
Y'all learned?
Yeah.
Oh, I was an athlete.
I mean,
Learning's for nerds. I know learn good, stupid science bitches.
Yeah, I was a smart kid. That's why I could walk out of the army recruiter's office.
oh, that's fucked
There are
up.
tits in the shirts in there, guys. It's not fair.
Nope, they said I'm doing the Camaro.
I I did end up getting a Camaro.
I fucking knew it.
You knew me when I had a Camaro.
I know.
That was actually a pretty cool car.
Man, I can't believe you went to recruit a Camaro.
46%.
No, it was not that high. I was not that dumb.
I can't believe you went to recruit a Camaro. You could just play for Bama.
Ew.
I think it's easier to join the army than play for Bama.
Absolutely. Unless you're talking about their band.
I'm pretty sure they at least got like a Prius. If you want a Camaro, you have to join Southern's band. So those fuckers are good.
Those cats.
Southern's band is the Alabama.
I haven't.
Band.
It's kind of sad, but me being the person that was in band in high school, I've never really listened to college's band. Like whenever I watch sports, I watch the sports. I don't listen to the band.
I used to go to the Bayou Classic only for the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, dude.
Like, Battle of the Bands was fucking awesome.
Human Jukebox is like pretty well known band.
Yeah, they do like New Year's parades and all sorts of shit.
People go to those games for the band, and the game is
Apparently, I need to
kinda
get out
there.
more.
like that. Southern Homecoming is a pretty big deal.
It is.
That just sounds like a lot of people, though.
Yeah, it is.
So back to the Mormon chicks you
Oh,
dated.
right. So, me growing up, I was Catholic, and the entire time I was growing up, it was always you got to date somebody within your religion and blah 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 blah. And for the longest time, I bought into this. So whenever I found out that this girl was Mormon, I ended up breaking up with her because she was Mormon.
But how was the sex?
Didn't have sex. In fact, they don't really believe in premarital sex like most Christians, but they do believe in something called soaking. And if you don't know what soaking is, I encourage you to look it up. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Soaking is whenever a male Mormon puts his penis inside of a female Mormon, but they don't move to create friction. So the penis just soaks in the vagina.
And how does this lead to anything satisfying? Because I've put my penis in a vagina, and for that moment before motion, I'm like, I would not do this for any extended period of time.
Well, in order to get friction that is not considered bad, they have a buddy jump on the bed, which is called jump humping.
But that's friction.
I don't understand it either.
I don't trust any of my buddies enough to do that. Because you assholes are making comments, getting tired, giggling.
Oh, absolutely I would.
And if John Bon jumped on the bed, like, she'd just fly off. You see that Sasquatch?
It'd be like an episode of Jackass with the blob.
I don't think
there
I
she
have
goes.
a buddy charismatic enough to talk me into jumping on a bed while him and this chick are laying there naked.
Oh, you have one.
He just never has asked you.
I wouldn't do it. No, I didn't. No, bro, you gotta call somebody else for that.
I'd ask you, Crash.
I mean, we don't need to call you. We've got Austin.
Yeah, but Austin's Catholic. He just tell you, like, I don't know, the butthole in the mouth don't count.
He'd still would jump for you, just so he could watch.
The
Yeah.
ass virginity.
That's because he's weird.
He is.
Yeah,
weird.
exactly. Everybody's got that one friend. So it might not be you, but we could find somebody to jump on the bed.
So it's just like a really shitty threesome.
Pretty much. It is a.
It's
kind of like a cuckold, but
No, because he doesn't want to have sex with. What's in it for the dude jumping on the bed?
You just jump on a bed.
maybe he has to. The guy that's getting his penis soaked has got to owe that other guy, so now they got to flip. Not with the same girl. I mean,
Okay. How about this?
Does he get like a prize?
Quid pro quo.
What is the smallest favor you would have to get in return to help your buddy soak?
Super soaker.
Outside of stupid ass pumps.
So, I would have to ask the same in return, honestly. Like, look, if I'm gonna jump on this bed, I got this girl that we've been soaking for a while. I need you to jump on the bed.
How do you get him to follow through? Are you going to take his word for it? Because his word with God is that he's not going to have sex, but look at him work around that.
That's why you record it.
Now you've got child pornography.
You sick fuck.
You're going straight to jail. Chris Hansen is kicking down every door between you and...
Wait, why is this child pornography? I thought we were talking about adults.
If I'm an adult, I'm just going to have sex. I'm a grown-ass man. You're not going to tell me not to have sex.
Again, you're basing all of this off of your mindset, not those that are...
Because my mindset is that I'm not going to soak because I can just have sex.
That's not the mindset of these...
I think if I'm a Mormon and I have to jump for the soak...
You have to jump hump.
I have to jump hump for my buddy to soak. I want the mouth.
I guess that's a pretty fair...
So would he
But
jump
then-
hump for you in the mouth?
No.
There's no jump. She can use her mouth.
No.
Like, hey, girl.
I don't know, because I'm pretty
Honestly,
sure,
that might be sodomy.
Yeah,
What about sodomy
Technically,
is the butt?
sodomy is anything except for the vagina. So, mouth, butt, armpit, toes, ear, whatever, I don't know.
And the Mormons, I'm pretty sure, do believe that you're only supposed to have missionary sex. So there's no, fun positions.
But that's not...
So would you get her mouth or someone else's mouth?
Well, I don't want his mouth.
What if the chick says no? Then
we're treading.
Guess who's not jump humping? You better find another sucker.
For you or for him?
Both.
I feel like we're treading on the sexual assault there.
I don't think it's sexual assault. I think it's quid pro quo.
Fair. It's either that or some people call it blackmail. But,
Or a hostile work environment, depending on where you are.
Could I be a professional jump
You do
humper?
this? What?
Would they pay me to be a professional jump humper? I just go
I'm
jump
sure
on
they-
the bed.
No,
sure
there's
there's a
no
market
jail,
for it.
that's sex work.
That's sex work?
Yeah.
I'm
But
jumping
he's
in
not-
the bed.
he's
You're
not
getting
Mormon.
paid to facilitate someone else's...
Doesn't matter, he's not Mormon.
So you're like the lowest tier pimp, technically.
I'm not a pimp. I'm a prostitute if you say that's sex work. I'm just jumping on a bed.
No, because you... Yeah, I don't... A prostitute... I feel like a prostitute has to be, directly involved.
If I'm jumping on the bed, am I not directly involved? If they're
Yes,
paying,
well,
if they're paying me for a sexual favor, which is jump humping,
I believe...
Honestly, I feel like you can get around all this by just having your buddy throw a mattress in his pickup and drive down a bumpy road. And that would avoid all of this.
I'm sure
can
that's...
somebody
one
pay
way.
me to do that? Gas is expensive. Mormons, if you want to soak, get a hot tub.
Oh my god.
God sees all.
So, we've bashed on the Mormons here. Let's go ahead and bash on some of the Christians. I think
Mormons
one
are
of the...
Christians.
Technically.
That's what they say. I like to make fun of my own previous religion, the Catholics, with the loophole is the butthole thing. What are you doing?
I just read a whole book on the Bible. Y'all aren't going to believe what it said, but we have to write it down.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And if you question me, God's going to get mad and he's going to give me another book that I have to read if y'all can't see it.
That's fair.
Mormon!
Yeah, that's basically how it happens.
But you think that these Mormons are like, why wouldn't I just have sex? Catholics, if you don't have sex in the vagina, period, then it's not sex. So they just put it in the butt, and it's.
And even if you do have sex, you can just talk to a 50-year-old virgin and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He's like, "That's fine. Say a couple Hail Marys. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
Hey, some of them can be married.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Not in Catholicism.
Yeah, some
they
of the
were
girls.
married before.
Are you talking about priests?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have.
That's Episcopalian.
Yeah, if you're a priest,
Don't
you
they
cannot
eat fish? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a pescatarian.
Nope, you're right. You're absolutely right.
No, if you're Catholic, you cannot be married and be a priest.
No.
Not even prior.
Your life is solely devoted to God and little boys.
Yes.
But neither one of these groups or entities are leading to satisfaction.
Have you ever put it in somebody's butt?
What?
In the butt.
Not little boys or God.
Wait. What are you talking about?
I mean, if you
He's talking about he wants to go into the seminary and tell them, look, I want the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit in me all at once.
That's kind of that's a freaky foursome.
I'm a freaky guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
But even some of like,
And I don't want the son inside, man. I want him to watch.
Why?
cry in the corner. But like even some of the saints in Catholicism, I don't get. Like I grew up in a Catholic church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever. I was baptized. I didn't do any of the other bullshit.
You also went to a Catholic school.
I did.
For football.
Yes.
Hey. Shh. We already know he don't learn no good.
Words.
Words is hard.
Words is hard.
Words is hard.
But like even some of like the saints that they don't worship. How do they call it?
Praise.
Praise, honor, but they pray to them. That's a sign of worship, I think. But
There's levels to these things.
yeah. Even some of them were fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like you take, I think it's St. Paul. He led the Crusades against Christians.
That's true.
He straight up murdered a bunch of people for.
Before that, his name was Saul.
They were the wrong kind of Christian.
They were on the wrong side of the
No,
tracks.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, it's the Hatfields and the McCoys, all right?
Wasn't he killing Christians because they weren't Jews?
Something like he was on the other side of the Crusades, just murdering the fuck out of people, and then they're like, nah, he's good. He said he was sorry.
Yeah, he repented.
And then there was Saint Olaf, who was a Nordic king.
Oh.
He was king of the Vikings, first rated like fucking 12 years old, just murdering the shit out of people. And they converted him somehow, and then he goes, no, all the Vikings are now Christian. And if you don't fucking like it,
You're dead.
we have this awesome little thing where we hook it up to your ribs and give you what we call a blood eagle.
Ooh. Blood Eagles, I think, should be brought back.
And even the modern saints, like Mother Teresa,
Mm-hmm.
she believed poor people should suffer. What the fuck?
See, I've never heard that, but
Bro,
I mean,
in 50 of our states, she'd be elected a senator and a House of Representative.
Oh, immediately. It would be Mother Teresa v. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, R.I.P.
Teresa, third round.
You got
Rear
Teresa.
naked shirt. Rear naked.
I'm not gonna vote. I'm not gonna go against Ruth Bader. She has pep in her step, you know.
Bro, do you know, like, she went to law school with I think her husband was in some kind of accident. She was like raising 3 kids and taking care of her husband while going to law school before she became a Supreme Court justice. But still, rear naked choke round 3. She's not her grappling is weak. She has no jujitsu skills.
what the?
Mother Teresa grew up in the streets,
Damn straight.
Apparently.
and like even like off Catholic, but like Gandhi, he preached the no sex thing and all that, but that was for like everyone else. He still fucked like people's wives, like underage girls, like shit like that. Like you're still glorifying all these hypocrites.
Well,
And then these religious people, and I'm not bashing religious people, that's what you believe, but like some of these people are finding all these mental gymnastics to like, well no, but they repented. And like Saint Rita, I'd do a project on Saint Rita. She was a nun, and she was insane. She decided that she was going to put a crown of thorns on her head and get crucified just like Jesus. Who the fuck does that?
That probably made her a saint.
Before that, who sits there and goes, man,
That sounds like a great idea.
you know what's a good, like, I will do a lot of dumb shit for this podcast to, like, make it work. Like, y'all seen my stunts. And, like,
one of Jesus' disciples, was it? I can't remember which side, but I believe one of them actually was set to be crucified, and he asked them to crucify him upside down.
St. Peter.
Because he did not want to claim that he was trying to mimic Jesus or whatever, so
That would be St. Peter.
he thought that was heresy.
Yeah, but, like, even Jesus, they gave him 2 punishments. Like, first they beat the hell out of him, which is a punishment in itself. And then they're like, it's not enough. And they're like, oh, let's crucify him. Fuck, I don't know.
And then somebody, like, centuries down the line goes, you know what sounds like a good idea? That.
Yeah, and everybody talks about Jesus coming back and stuff. How pissed would you be if you come back from the dead, you die for all these people's sins, and you tried to have, like, a really good life, and, well, you did have a really good life. You're the son of God, according to a lot of people. and you come back and you go to the building that's full of virgins, and they don't let everybody in unless you've done their 7 little sacred things. And then you look up, and there's just a picture of like your most fucked up hour.
What?
And like all across the church, they have like, what do they call it whenever Jesus walked the road to die? Like, it's a whole big thing in the Catholic Church.
Golgotha?
I don't know, but it's a whole big thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's the station of the cross. It's,
You just see like play-by-play of the worst fucking day of your life, and you're just like, dude, you know I healed like blind people and shit, right?
Yeah.
I fed a lot of people. My first miracle was turning water into wine.
and y'all are focusing on this.
This is what you get out of this? Y'all missed the whole fucking point.
You know what's crazy though is like he was said to have been human, right? Like that's the whole thing, was that he was born flesh.
Son of God, born from man.
He didn't seem to have a bad any day except for that last day.
Well, also, I mean,
Like-
also if you're like recording this dude's life, you want to really catch the hype. Like you don't want to go.
I want him to seem human if I'm going to tell people that he's human.
Yeah, like you don't want to like be reading the Bible, then you're in like freaking Matthew chapter 38 or whatever, and it's like, oh, Jesus woke up from his hungover, just absolutely blasted.
It
Don't
That would make
all over the
that would
place.
make him more relatable to me.
Exactly.
You don't want your God to be relatable.
He's not God. He was the Savior, the
He's
Messiah.
son.
But is he not an object of worship?
God also had a whole mood change, though. If we're talking about like our God, like
Well, two different gods. Old Testament was Jewish God,
yeah,
and
What?
Jewish God ain't give no fucks.
Jewish God firing or
No,
fucking
Jewish God like
brimstone.
actively hated people.
which makes the whole Lucifer thing blow my mind even more.
Yeah. I mean, now I can see why Lucifer fell. He saw a Jewish God just smiting all these people. Like, hold up.
He's like,
No, he was before that. Because Lucifer was expelled
he was expelled like
before the creation of...
no, it was like after because he was expelled because he wanted like humans and angels to be equals, right?
Yes. He didn't want angels to be like subservient to humans, leading to their salvation.
Yeah, which I get. Like, hey, you know, you made us, but you're making these things too, and like they're getting all this free will and shit.
Kind of like us making robots and then...
Yeah, like I get it.
I gotta side with God on that one. It's like, I made you to serve these things, so do that. And if you don't, then we're gonna
But
shove you through this wood chip.
but also these things aren't fucking listening to you like at all.
Like, you've had to flood the world to kill everybody.
Yeah, well, my dog doesn't listen to me either, but...
You created
That's
a dog too.
That's because he's adopted. Don't bring Wayne into this. That's your dog.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from the
Don't-
pound. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah, Ron's from the town. There's another player.
Don't bring Ron into this.
Yeah, well, he's from the pound.
But like,
Yeah, but see, he's still
I get it.
decent.
I get it.
But it's like, say you got Wayne and you got this fucking Roomba or whatever, and the Roomba is supposed to clean up after Wayne, and the Roomba says, hey, I'm not doing this. So you throw that fucking Roomba away.
Did I have the Roomba before Wayne?
Doesn't matter.
Is the Roomba sentient? Can the Roomba lead an army against me?
And that's why all the Roombas either fall in line or you go in the damn wood chipper. Look, don't you stand on 2 legs. I'll kill the fuck out of you.
And then you fast forward to the Book of Job. Or Job.
Alright, look.
What a fucked book that is.
He got a raw deal. But, hey bro, help me settle this bet. And he had to help God settle this bet.
Even Satan was like, dude, you win. We can...
No! Fuck you. I'm settling this bet.
No, you win. It's
No,
done.
fuck
Like,
you.
this is
We're going
fucked.
through. I'm settling
This is
this bet.
fucked right here. You keep fucking with this man's whole livelihood, and he keeps saying, "Oh, thanks, God." No, you're doing this.
Satan, shut the fuck up.
You are doing this,
I'm
God.
settling this knee damn bet.
No.
I didn't even bet you. I just said, "Oh, he's just happy because you know you gave him all this good."
And what did I say after? Bet.
Nah. God damn it, God. God damn it, God.
Bet.
Oh, this is gonna be called the Heresy episode.
You damn it, you damn it, God.
Joe,
Damn it,
help
Dad.
me settle this bet. And, I don't know, maybe I'll have somebody write about you.
And Abraham kill your son. He's gonna fucking do it. He's gonna fucking do it. No, dude, fuck.
What, are you crazy?
Jeez.
But did he die?
No, he got the foreskins.
Oh, no. We're gonna go with
No, instead of that, let's just cut off y'all's foreskins. I bet you they'll fucking do it. They're so dumb down there. Bunch of dumb humans.
All right, I'm kind of mad about that. That is.
I don't know. I don't have to clean underneath foreskins.
Yeah, but
looks,
it numbs the sensitivity.
but it's more aesthetically pleasing.
It's cleaner.
No, it's not aesthetically pleasing because it's the common
You
thing.
just have like the sleeve, like the elephant on the
Yeah, like if you got the big old earthworm. I feel like that'd be a lot more entertaining. No!
You walk around.
Bro, so are you telling me you won't step in every shower and be like, I'm a transformer?
I hear the plug it in, plug it in.
Every shower will be the hypest moment of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the rest of your life.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's totally different. It's like whenever Mario gets the fucking mushroom, you level it up.
You can't do the mushroom head if you got a sleeve.
The sleeve slides
You
down.
just kind of got.
That's your go time indicator, and I don't have
That reminds me of Alien, like the
Right?
xenomorph. You got the head, and then you got the second head, and the second head's just as creepy as the first head.
And then it opens
have to
up
use
his
my
mouth.
little
And,
mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use my little mouth.
God damn.
See, I feel like I got cheaped out of all of this fucking free entertainment. Now I have to look up on the internet.
Because you don't have a sleeve?
Yes.
What free entertainment? Just making symbols and shit?
Yes.
You
have
can
to balls
only
that.
do that for like so long before you
Yeah,
don't find it funny.
it's-
How long?
I don't know. I don't have a sleeve.
Exactly. We can never know. It's like, you have a baby and like they'll spend 3 or 4 months just giggling at their toes. I don't have that 3 or 4 months of my life where I was giggling at my penis. Well, I don't have the 3 or 4 months where I was giggling at my foreskin.
I was about to say, people still giggle at penises.
I spent like 2 or 3 decades giggling.
My
at
wife
my
still
penis.
giggles at my penis every time I take my pants off.
That's because she's a witch.
Yeah, she is a witch.
And sometimes it's cold.
It is. It is.
It's
I'm
always
a grower, not a shower. Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
Why are the lights on anyway? You're supposed to be ashamed of your body too. We're
Body
Christians.
Body dysmorphia all the way around.
We're Americans, damn it.
I feel like we got a little off track because I don't know what we were talking. Oh,
I don't know what
angels
the
and
track was.
humans. So
I thought it was foreskins.
maybe I'm just like way the fuck off. I don't know. I'm tired.
Alright, back on Old Testament God. Just hated
He
everybody.
hated
I think it's the same as Jehovah's Witness God.
No, he's New Testament. It's just
Is he?
they
Because they only allow, like, what, 47,000 people in?
144,000.
Yeah, as a gambler or, like, somebody that just, thinks statistically, there's, what, 7-8 billion people on Earth?
A good bit.
Today.
Yeah. I think I'll find another religion.
Yeah.
Odds don't seem to be in my favor.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but people play the lotto all the time.
And those are the people that are trying to be Jehovah's Witnesses.
That and like the whole Mormon / Jehovah's Witnesses going door to door and ringing the doorbell and being like, "Can I talk to you about?"
Have you found Jesus?
I mean, field work is how they proselytize.
You know what's funny though is Jehovah's Witnesses do not celebrate Halloween.
You know what would help them?
They don't celebrate anything.
Yeah. You know what would help them?
Candy?
Strippers.
Strippers.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, every religion can't hire strippers. So,
Strippers would help them. I
Why
would.
not?
If there was more strippers working in religions, I might go to church.
So that brings me to Islamic religion. So you know how they're supposed to protect their bodies and all of that? Like the women are supposed to hide their bodies? But if the men commit suicide in the name of jihad, they get 72 virgins.
Yes. Well, it's not that. I'm not an expert on it, but I feel like that was more like if you go to war, which in the Islamic religion, a conflict or religious conflict can be anything. It could be like actually picking up a sword and going to battle. It can just be talking to people. It can be trying to go into battle with yourself to enrich your own spirit. Is that's a jihad, a holy war. Because the whole point of the war is not to forcibly make these people convert, is to lead the religion into a better direction, the direction that it should be going into. And that leads you to how whenever you go to heaven, you get your reward there for the work you do. But the Taliban spun that into, this is our jihad.
But the thing about, what my point is you don't want to objectify women on Earth, but we're definitely objectifying them up here. Like how?
Well,
It didn't say women. It just said virgins.
Ooh.
and also this goes back to like Christianity with the angels. Their purpose is to be the motivator.
So these virgins were never really like people? They're just like angel virgins?
They're Roombas, all right? Your purpose is to be the motivator for the warriors. And
Yeah, that works.
you either fall in line or you go in the wood chipper.
Well, it seems to me like Satan kind of got rewarded for everything, though. He owns his own branch now.
But he doesn't want to be there
That's like,
Why not?
because everyone in hell suffers.
Satan
It's
doesn't.
not. Yeah, he does.
yeah, he does, but
Well,
like,
I mean, it depends on the.
Satan.
but if you're suffering and you're in charge,
You can make everybody else suffer more.
Yeah, but you're still suffering. It's like being the store manager at a McDonald's.
like, what is it suffering though? Like, does he have like a splinter in his toe? He just
No,
can't
so
get
if
out,
you
or,
read
like-
Dante's Inferno, he's actually in the deepest circle of hell. He's just frozen.
Huh.
Yeah, he's frozen from like the waist down. He's stuck. He's got like what, 3 heads. He's chewing on like Judas and like 2 other sinners for all of eternity.
Let it
Yeah,
go.
But that's Dante. Like that's all fiction anyway. That whole thing was him.
Acid
Dante's
tripping.
Inferno was literally the Divine Comedy was 3 books written by Dante, and it was just him airing his personal beef with all these aristocrats
But-
and saying they all went to heaven.
But also how, because like the Bible is made by man. I don't
Yeah.
care what everybody says, it's divine intervention. King James said, no, I want this book, this book, this book. You have all these other books of the Bible that aren't in the Bible because the Pope or whoever said it wasn't divine intervention. That is flawed. Because like you have the book of Judas Iscariot, for example. Says, Jesus told me to do all this. So is he still in hell? Or Jesus told him to do it, he did it, and like, you know.
Yeah, well, he's a filthy fucking liar. He's Judas.
But that's what you know.
You can't trust Judas's word.
That's what
He's Judas.
That's what you think.
Yeah, well, you know how friggin' history is written by the victors.
Judas should have won. Jesus died.
How
How do you get more victor than, hey, this dude's dead and I'm not dead?
Because the church made Judas out as the bad guy, which he might have been.
Because he didn't get paid enough. If he got paid enough, he could have wrote the damn book. And he could have paid these people to make it the real
Well,
book.
no, he pissed off Peter, and Peter was the first pope.
True.
Judas should have been the first pope. Then, hey, if Jesus told you to do it, then you get pope power.
No,
or some
nobody
shit.
wanted to listen to him, and Jesus
Because
like,
he's
hey,
fucking Judas.
everybody's gonna hate you, and he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You never know. We weren't there. And the books are skewed to whatever king or whoever was
Whatever pope at the time.
to make you believe what they wanted you to believe.
I mean, it
And that works with all of history, though. So it's like, do we actually know what the fuck happened before us, or do we just think we know?
Just thinking.
But that's a dangerous track you're going down, because that's the whole I have to see it to believe thing, and you can't see everything. And even the stuff you do see, like your memory is 60% accurate.
Oh, my memory's a lot less than 60% accurate.
Like, have you ever like driven down a road and like had somebody ask you, hey, how many blue cars did we pass? Fuck, I don't know, they were all.
So then, where did they get the freaking hindsight is 2020? Because it is obviously not that great.
Well, that's just for dumb decisions.
Yeah, it's for
Like,
the
hey,
super obvious
You
shit.
should have done that. And you're like, oh, man, hindsight is 2020.
Like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have enlisted because the titty stayed in the shirt the whole time.
Here
Damn
we-
titties and Camaros.
Always getting us.
Exactly. It's like maybe that was a poor decision now that I suffered through it.
So, I'm gonna go off track a little bit here. Can you imagine? Yeah, again, it's still like religious. Can you imagine, like, if you were believed in one of these religions, sitting in hell and then looking up in heaven going, fuck, that was the religion that we should have followed?
You just look up and there's a flying spaghetti monster. You're like, son of a bitch!
Seriously?
I wouldn't be mad about anything as long as it's not Mormons.
What if it was?
I would be.
You mean to tell me that they're really, these special underwear saved everybody?
Hey! They're squirting. Or
They're soaking.
Soaking.
That's squirt.
Honestly,
Can you squirt from soaking?
no. Honestly, like, I don't even think I still wouldn't do it. Like, I'd be in hell, but like, soaking was the right thing. I'd still stand by my decision.
I'd probably be in hell being like, I don't believe in any of you.
This is a figment of my imagination.
Poke him with the thing. No, I don't believe in you, so go away.
I mean, then again, like, what if it's like there's just nothing?
What if I'm right?
Yeah, that'd be kind of depressing.
Why?
I mean, it's just,
You live for the now, man.
yeah, but
So,
then what? Like, why am I not going around raping and murdering everybody?
Because it's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah,
Morality for the sake of morality.
yeah, religion be damned, because, I mean, if you actually read some of these stories in the Bible, pretty fucked up.
I mean, what's the sure thing?
Alright. Thank y'all for joining us. This was a different pod. Still kind of funny, though. Have a warm fupa day. Thank you again. Hope to see y'all next week. This is Rad signing out of the Dammit Rad podcast. As always, with Crash and Sebastien. See y'all later.